Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel, Greyhound DFS. Been a little minute since I posted. But we got us a nice 7-game main slate today. What I'm going to do is go over each game and give you the spread and give you the total, the implied total points for the game, and just give you a few of my favorite players from each team. And then I'm going to pick a lineup from my favorite players, and let's get into it. Also, before I start, I ask that if you get any value out of this video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload. I've been meaning to upload every day, but stuff happens, get sidetracked and whatnot. But anyway, I know time is valuable, so let's go ahead and jump on into it. Start with Washington and Philly. Philly is favored by 12.5 points, and the implied total is 228.5 points. So this game, I don't know, Philly, it's definitely a possibility of a blowout, but I mean, Philly's not playing all that great, and Washington can score the ball, so you never know. But my favorite players for Washington are, I only have two really that I like. I like Beal. I mean, you just really can't go wrong with this guy. Bradley Beal is projected for 47 fantasy points. Philly's defense is ranked 21st against his position, and they're ranked first overall. I like, let me see, who else do I like? Bertans. They have so many injuries, so Bertans is going to be starting. He's probably going to start at power forward and get some center minutes, I'm pretty sure. So I like Bertans. Let me see, what's his Bertans is projected for 30 fantasy points. However, Philly's ranked 6th against his position, and their defense overall is number 1. So I don't really like too many people for Washington. I mean, Isaiah Thomas possibly, but I ain't gonna get to him. So now for Philly, I like damn near their whole starting 5. But my favorites are, obviously, I'm going to go with Embiid. I'm going to just tell you Ben Simmons real quick, though, because I'm up here. Ben Simmons is, let me see. Where are you, Ben Simmons? I'm sorry. Ben Simmons is projected for 40 fantasy points, and Washington's defense is ranked 23rd against his position and 29th overall, so I don't really think you can go wrong there. He's probably going to get, I feel like he's going to get him a double-double. He could have him a triple-double today. But, so I like him. And then Embiid, I like Embiid too. Let me see. Joel Embiid. He's projected for 51 fantasy points. And Washington's, they're so bad down low. Like, it's awful. They might try to trap him a lot, so I could see him getting a triple-double as well. Getting his assists, kicking it out to the three-point shooters. But he's projected for 51 fantasy points. Washington's defense is 28th against his position and 29th overall, so I don't think you can go wrong there. Let's go on to the next game, Chicago at Detroit. Excuse me. Chicago and Detroit. Detroit is favored by 3 points. The implied total is 213.5. So they got it as being a close game. But I don't know. I feel like for Detroit side of the ball, my favorite plays are I like Derrick Rose if he plays. He's projected for 31 fantasy points. However, Chicago's defense is ranked 2 against his position and 17 overall. Luke Kennard is back, so you might get to him if you can. I like the Morris brother twin because Blake Griffin's not playing, and he'll probably start. But really, Andre Drummond, though, I like him. He's projected for 49 fantasy points. Chicago's defense is ranked 24th against his position and 17th overall. I feel like he could get 30 and 10, 15, and a few assists. Because Wendell Carter is questionable, so Luke Cornett's his backup. Luke Cornett can't guard Drummond. Gafford more likely can't guard Drummond. Lauri Markkanen definitely can't guard him, I don't think. So, yeah, that's what I like for Detroit. So, the next game will be Milwaukee and New York. Milwaukee is favored by 12.5 points. The implied total is 227 total points. So there's going to be a lot of points scored. However, not too many by New York. So my favorite players from Milwaukee are obviously, I like Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is projected for 32 fantasy points. New York's defense is ranked 11 against his possession and 16th overall. So middle of the pack, they're not very good. New York's record is terrible. I like Giannis. He's probable for today, so he's probably going to play. Giannis is projected for 59 fantasy points. New York's ranked 16th against his possession and 16th overall. Doesn't really matter. Like, Giannis is one of the top players in the world, so it doesn't really matter who he's playing against. He's gonna do his thing. I like Lopez too, I guess. Brook Lopez. And for New York, I like RJ Barrett. I don't really have any information on him, though. I like Marcus Morris. For real. I like Julius Randle. That's what I really like in this game against Milwaukee. However, Milwaukee is big, so he might have to stick to shooting jumpers. But Julius Randle is projected for 33 fantasy points, 25. And Milwaukee's defense is ranked 25 against his position, which is crazy. And they're ranked 11th overall, which I don't understand that. It probably changes every other day. But that's why I like him in this game. I don't know if I'll get to him or not, but that's what I like. So we got Sacramento and Memphis. So for this game, Sacramento is favored by 1 with a 220.5 implied total. So from the Sacramento side, I like De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is projected for 32 fantasy points. And Memphis defense is 22nd against his position and 26th overall. Ja Morant's going to be guarding him. Brooks could be trying to guard him. Those aren't the best defenders. They're young rookies, so. And also for Sacramento, I like Buddy Hield. Let me see. Where's Buddy Hield? Buddy Hield. Getting my Twitter updates for my injury reports. So Buddy Hield is projected for 34 fantasy points. Memphis defense against his position is 24th overall. Sorry about that. And Memphis overall defense is ranked 26th. And Buddy Hield puts up shots, so you can't really go wrong with him. Oh my gosh, we got a nice amount of injury report, don't we? Also, I like Marvin Bagley III. What was Bagley? No, I got Bagley on here. Don't I? Maybe I don't. I'm looking for him. Wait a second. Marvin Bagley. Huh. Did I skip him? I'm so slow for that. But I apologize. I don't have any information on Marvin Bagley. Thought I did. Guess not. But I like him today. So that's what I like. Alright, let's go on to Memphis. So for Memphis, I like Ja Morant. Ja Morant is projected for 35 fantasy points. Sacramento's defense is ranked 12th against his position and 10th overall. I like Jaren Jackson Jr., Triple J. He's projected for 29 fantasy points. Sacramento's defense is number 1 against his position and number 10 overall. I don't understand that, but that's what the numbers say when you crunch them. And also, I like Jonas Valanciunas. This dude is a point per minute beast. He is projected for 32 fantasy points today. And Sacramento, but he's questionable though. So, if you play him in your lineup, make sure you are there within 30 minutes of lock, just double checking. So Sacramento is ranked 17th against his position and 10th overall. So those are the guys I like for Memphis. LA Clippers and San Antonio. Well, there is a story to be told here. Even though Kawhi hasn't played for San Antonio for 2 years now, or whatever. This is to be the second season that he hasn't played for them. But so you can look at this one of two ways. You can look at it as Kawhi Leonard wanting to go into San Antonio and dominate them. Or you can look at it from San Antonio's perspective, saying we want to shut down Kawhi Leonard. So I don't know it's whoever wants it more, And I feel like it's in Kawhi's hands because he's the one playing, So, but in this game, I like Paul George. He's projected for 44 fantasy points. San Antonio is ranked 26th against his position and 24th overall. I like Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is projected for 48 fantasy points, and same as Paul George. San Antonio's defense is ranked 26th against his position and 24th overall. It's because they play the same position pretty much. I like Montrezl Harrell. Excuse me. He's projected for 34 fantasy points. San Antonio's defense against his position is 15th and 24th overall. Where's Lou Williams? I like Lou Williams. Lou Williams is projected for 30 fantasy points. San Antonio's defense against his position is 7th, and they're 24th overall. So San Antonio's defense is hot garbage. So for San Antonio, I like DeRozan. He's had a terrible last couple games. He's projected for 36 fantasy points today, and the Clippers defense is ranked 11th against his position and 13th overall. But I don't know, dude. I feel like they're going to be having Mo Harkless guard him at first, and then throughout the game, Kawhi's going to guard him and Paul George, so he's going to have a rough go at it. He doesn't shoot threes either, so it's going to be tough. Then I like LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge is projected for 38 fantasy points, so a few more than DeRozan. LA Clippers defense is ranked 21st against his position and 13th overall. So I don't know if I'm gonna fit any of them in there. This is the game that I like: Houston and Phoenix. Houston and Phoenix. Houston is favored by 6.5 points, and the implied total is 236. So I think that's the highest on the slate. So there's gonna be a lot of points scored, and I don't really think there's anybody on the Phoenix Suns that could guard James Harden or Russell Westbrook. So we'll see. But in this game, I like Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is projected for 47 fantasy points. Phoenix is 24th, ranked 24th. Their defense against his position and 19th overall. And I like James Harden. James Harden is projected for 62 fantasy points. However, he's like 11,000 and something. And Phoenix defense against his position is 24th and 19th overall. So I don't really think there's anybody that can guard them guys. Then I like Clint Capella. Oh, excuse me. Clint Capella is projected for 41 fantasy points. Phoenix is ranked 27th against his position and 29th overall. Wait a minute. Why is that different? Maybe I wrote it down wrong. If I wrote it down wrong, my bad. Or it's just... Well, hopefully I can remember what I was just thinking about. But, so that's who I like in that game. Oh, did I say... Oh, I didn't go to Phoenix. My bad. So, for Phoenix side, I like Rubio. Rubio is projected for... I gotta find him. Where are you at? Rubio is projected for 36 fantasy points. Houston is ranked 7th overall, against his defense, against his position, and ranked 22nd overall in defense. So I like Ricky Rubio. I'd like to see Ricky Rubio get a 20 and 10 game. I like Devin Booker. He's projected for 38 fantasy points. Houston is ranked 30th against his position and 22nd overall. I like Kelly Oubre. Oubre is projected for 32 fantasy points. Houston is ranked 29th against his position and 22nd overall. That's what I like for Phoenix. So Minnesota and Portland. This is another high implied. This is another one. This is the second highest implied total. So Minnesota and Portland. Portland is favored by 6.5. The implied total is 229 points. So it's gonna be a nice amount of points scored. On the Minnesota side, I like Towns if he plays, but I don't have any. Well, actually, I don't have any information on him because I don't think he's playing. So for Memphis, I do not like anybody except if Cat's playing. I like him, but I like Andrew Wiggins. So if I like Andrew Wiggins. He's projected for 41 fantasy points. Portland is ranked 15th against his position and 23rd overall. And Minnesota is a high-paced team, so he's going to be the man, number one guy. And then for Portland's side, I like Damian Lillard, who is projected for 45 fantasy points. Minnesota is ranked 21st against his position and 25th overall. Then I like C.J. McCollum. C.J. McCollum is projected for 37 fantasy points. Minnesota's defense against his position is 27th overall. And again, in overall defense, they are ranked 25. So, not the best. I I don't know if Carmelo Anthony's playing or not, but I got some stats on him. He's projected for 28 fantasy points. Minnesota's defense against his position is ranked 20th and 25th overall. And then I like Hassan Whiteside. Excuse me. Whiteside is projected for 41 fantasy points. Minnesota is ranked 8th against his position and 25th overall. So, there we go. That's all the games. That's all the players I like each game. So I'm gonna go ahead and draft my lineup, I'm not gonna draft my whole lineup. I'm gonna draft a few of my favorite players. So I think I'm gonna stick to the two highest implied total games: Houston, Phoenix, and Minnesota, and Portland. I'm gonna try to give you guys a few players that I like in them games. So for Houston and Phoenix, I like James Harden, although he's quite expensive, so might have to go with Russell Westbrook. But so for my point guard, I'm gonna go with I like Ricky Rubio. As I said before, he's like second in assists per game in the NBA behind LeBron, I believe. So let's click on Rubio. Rubio's having a pretty decent year. He's been hurt a little bit, but he's back now. So like Rubio. Let's see here. Who else do I like? Shooting guard. I don't think I can take like Andrew Wiggins. Boom. Andrew Wiggins, because he's going to be the number one option. So he's like number one, number two anyway. So I don't think you can go wrong with Andrew Wiggins. Then I like small forward. I like Kelly Oubre. Where's Kelly Oubre at? Boom. Riding with you, bro. I'm going to give you two more players. Then I like CJ McCollum. Boom. And then for forward, one more player. I like Buddy Hield. Boom. I should stick to what I just said though. But why do I like Buddy Hield for? Because they're going against Memphis. Maybe I'll give you guys De'Aaron Fox. Let's go with De'Aaron Fox here. Where's De'Aaron Fox? Boom. And then I got one more player, but I'm going to let you guys fill out the rest. That's 5 players I gave y'all. I got one more player to give you, but I might just leave that in the comment. I don't know. But these are some of the players I like. The reasons I like them is high implied total games. Hopefully Carmelo Anthony doesn't play, so CJ McCollum gets more shots, because that guy shoots the ball a ton. So hopefully, if Carmelo don't play, I like CJ McCollum a lot. I like Ricky Rubio. They're at home. Houston's defense ain't the best, so let's ride with them. I like Kelly Oubre. Devin Booker's coming off injury, so he might fall back a little bit, but you never know. I like Andrew Wiggins, especially if Karl Anthony Towns is out. And I like De'Aaron Fox because that's his team, let's face it. That's his team. He's been hurt all year. He's coming back from injury, so he's probably not going to start. However, that doesn't matter if you start or not. I mean, you see what Lou Williams does. If you don't start, but you play starter minutes, so starting doesn't really matter. So I like him. And that's my 5. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Sorry if it was long. I know time is money. So in the future, I'll try to keep my videos a lot shorter. But I appreciate your viewership. And I ask that if you got any value out of this video, please